EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go from Denver. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
First and 10. And they're on 30-yard line.
They'll run with the second-round pick in the April draft. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
A gain of 4 brings up
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing, Nix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And Nix with the wise move there at the end. Sliding to a stop, but he's got the 1st down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide. Well done.
And he ran right through one tackler, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
A big-time play for the Broncos. 35 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Dobbins trying to find a crease in that massive humanity, but he's going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4-down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Headed left, buying time. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out.
Trust me, Mike, I've been there. You're this close to the goal line. You're thinking you're going to score and it's going to be 6. You're fighting, you're clawing, but you can't lose the ball. Everything has to be about protecting the football. Your heart drops when that ball slips out of your hands, and in this case, kind of dodges a bullet as this one goes harmlessly out of bounds.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Throwing to begin is Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And that is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down. From the gun, it's Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Perfectly timed blitz, and he just gets to the quarterback a fraction of a second too late. The ball comes out of his hand kind of funny as a result of the hit, and I'm not even exactly sure if the guy who caught it was his intended target.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll run the toss to Jacobs. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9. From the 46, here's second down and a yard.
Let's go. Commit. Block 40. Set.
Running from the pistol, it's Jacobs. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Packers.
First down, Packers.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Love. Here's a screen now for Lloyd. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A gain there of 21. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And he's in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay. That his 16th touchdown of the year. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A first down throw for Nix. Rolling right. And this will be incomplete. Javon Bailey was the intended target. And And it'll bring up second down.
Yeah, a little predictable there. You feel like you just gave up points, and the first thing you want to do is you just want to answer back, and you try to get it all in one play. Nice job by the defensive coordinator understanding the deep shot was coming, having the right call there. So offensively, just take what's there. You're not going to get all those points back in one play. Take your time, take what's there, sustain the drive.
31 yards. That's good.
So after one, it's the Packers on top. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Toss left side, that's Harvey. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only 1.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. Is one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard. And the Packers will take over possession here at the 44.
He's just late on that throw. I don't even think he ever saw that defender drop into the zone, and it ends up costing the team the ball.
Black. Yellow. Ready?
Love to throw on 1st and 10. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. It's second down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not,
that's the rookie from Texas, John A. Barron. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver-type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Broncos.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now here's Burton, the fullback. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Nick's gonna throw for it. That's called in at the 2. And they will get the conversion. He's tackled goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible.
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Denver. Will Lutz now for the PAT. It's up and through. The Broncos will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Once again, it's Jacobs. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd.
Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And it's going to be 4th down. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Nick snap on 1st and 10. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I return to Denver after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw is Nix. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down, Nix. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Work in the middle, that's Harvey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And a First down.
Love to throw it on first down. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, first and goal. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. From 6 yards out, it's first and goal. Here's Jacobs. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Now here's second and goal. Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time you get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to enter.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. On first down, it's Love. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
At the 39-yard line.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. He's got the tight end, Adam Chopkin. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the first down marker. That's a pickup of 9. He's going to set up second and 1.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Now it's Dobbins. And I don't think he got that wrapped up in the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Next, from the gun, on third down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Devontae Wyatt in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year. On fourth down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. This a 46-yard attempt. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos will break our ties and take a 10-7 lead.
Job number one on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. That's the safety, Talanoa Hufanga on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. We'll go play action with Love. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Packers.
Ready. 52.
Love to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And it'll be 2nd down.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's 2 big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on 3rd down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact, that's what separates the good ones from the rest, and that was a big-time throw right there.
From the gun. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. It looked like Packer was able to corral it, and indeed, possession stays with Green Bay.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
Captain.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring them down.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target, and it'll be third down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
He's got his man. He finds Sutton. They get 25 on that connection. Good for a Denver first down.
First down.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
An 8-yard gain. Brings up second down.
From the 24 now, here's second and a yard. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Forced out wide. That's caught by Harvey. He'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he's brought it down after a gain of a couple. Hook him up on a second down and 8. Throw it. Nix. He'll be forced out right. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 7. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Throwing is Nix. That's caught. It's the tight end Ingram. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
35-yard line.
Start the double. Here we go. Ready?
A handoff running left. It's Jacobs. Down the sideline past the 45. And he is going to run it all the way down near the red zone. It's a big play when they needed it the most. A pickup of 44 yards.
First down, Green Bay.
Ready?
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels.
And he's in! Marshawn Lloyd. Touchdown, Packers. Now it's McManus for the point after. The kick. is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Broncos 13.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. From the 6, here comes a return. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll throw. It's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman to get out to lead the way. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 9. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. A run once more, that's Harvey. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
Now, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. Here's Nix to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Bullard. And the Packers are going to take over just shy of midfield.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Green Bay 1st down. On play action, Love. Get this over the middle to Golden. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
1st down, Packers.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
On the set.
Ball right on the 5-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Here's Love. That is caught, And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Ready.
Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down, incomplete.
And that is caught on 4th and goal. They've got it. Christian Watson, touchdown, Green Bay.
And this is where the threat of run just opens up everything else in your offense, especially when you have a premier back lined up behind center. And this is one of those cases where the defense is so worried about how do we stop this ground game. They don't have enough guys to account for everyone in the passing game.
And he will get into the end zone. So how do you like that? 2 points and now a 2-score advantage as the lead is 9. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Now flags fly. Looked like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15. Awful time to get a penalty. Now 1st and 15. Back to throw is Nix. The throw here is complete.
The best quarterbacks, like, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can. I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down. On 4th down, here's Nix. Forced to his right. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance. We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
So it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. Look like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory.